A little nug out of the day. You got to learn from it. These are the things we have learned today. 102.3 XLC, Wes and Leah.
Okay, so we all knew, and I feel like all last week we talked about.
Hold on, before I get to that.
Oh.
What we both just learned.
Oh, yeah. This is important.
The thing was, the weird news story was you should pee. You shouldn't be above being able to. You should pee in 21 seconds. If you pee longer than that, you got a problem. If you pee less than that, you have a problem.
It should take you 21.
Should take you 21 seconds.
And how long did it take you?
15.8.
18:47.
Tim, did you time yourself?
I haven't gone to the bathroom
All
yet.
right, you'll have to time yourself next time. But I was
Okay.
15.8, so I was 6 seconds under what I should be.
I think 18.4. I'm good with my number. 18.47.
Well,
It's
thankfully
close.
that the experts say it should be 21, but Leah says
good.
close enough.
Horseshoes, hand grenades,
I'm
and
good.
peeing.
Whatever.
Yes.
Whatever. You don't know me.
Again, she will tell a doctor.
You're wrong.
The actual number is 18.485 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, we talked a lot about AI last week when you were
Did we?
off, or Al.
We talked about Al.
Or Al, as I like to call him. You don't know. It's a long story. Anyhow, so we all know that like eventually Al or AI is going to come for our jobs, right?
Absolutely.
Sure.
But now, you guys, companies are using AI to choose who gets laid off.
Oh, no. It's like Russian roulette, AI style.
I didn't think about this happening. Washington Post, though, they did a big write-up on how companies are now using that intelligence to lay off employees. So Google, they just laid off 12,000 employees last month, and people thought some of the layoffs seemed a little random, so they vented online, and they speculated that AI had a hand in it.
It's kind of like the problem with what they said with Tesla is when, the car factors in, like if it's going to hit something, it factors in with a higher probability of saving the person in the car. And they didn't factor in if it was a child or a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not that anybody wants to see a dog get run over, but most people would swerve the right way. You know what I'm saying? Where this is like, what if like Leah and I were very comparable, but she smelled and had other things that you couldn't factor into the computer things, like, I'm sorry, some human factors need to be taken into play. I'm just using you as an example. Like,
thanks, Wes, and my scent.
Okay. Better comparison. Me and Tom Queef from Overcompensation Rock.
Yeah.
He just looks like he's been gnawing on cigarettes and toenails, right?
Oh,
I do not, on the other hand. So if it came choosing between him and I think you would have to put the human factor in. But if you're going to put it through AI, they'd probably choose him because he's been here longer.
Maybe they just do what you used to do on Mondays, and they threw all 12,000 names onto a wheel decide and just kept hitting it until.
That's the way to go.
There you go.
That's the way to do it, actually.
Well, just beware.
Yeah.
So I was unaware of this, but the car company Volvo, if you want to buy a Volvo and you want to buy it direct from the manufacturer,
you can go there and get it.
You put down a small deposit for the car, and then they give you complimentary airfare and a place to stay while you sit with their manufacturers and come up with your own personalized car. Then you get to drive it around for a little while and decide whether you want to keep it. And then you can fly back home and they'll ship it to you.
Where's Volvo?
Sweden.
Oh, so that's like a free trip?
Well, not.
You still buy a car.
The car.
Yeah.
I only know this because the car I bought for my teenage sons is a Volvo that I bought from my mom. And she bought a year-old one. And I was like, Mom, buy the brand new one. You can go to Sweden and go get it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Sweden. I'm like, that I will go to Sweden for you.
Yeah. I want to go to Sweden.
On that.
Right. Yeah.
Sure.
Damn.
Yeah.
Go in the summer though, when the sun is up for a long time.
Oh man, I went to Finland in right before I got this
January.
job. No, it wasn't, because I started in January, so it had to be November.
Oh.
When they remember this, when they were asking me for audio and you had to do it all, and I was in Finland.
I thought that was January.
Like 8 hours of sunlight total?
8, Tim. It was maybe 6. And when you say sunlight, it is basically, where the sun is at like dawn.
Just like barely above the horizon.
It doesn't even come above the horizon. The sun just kind of rides the horizon.
Yeah.
And then by 2 p.m., it's dark as midnight. And you're
Well,
like,
have
this
you guys
is so
ever been to
awkward.
Alaska?
I haven't, and it's the same thing there because
Yeah.
you're in the same year in the Arctic Circle up
Right.
there. Yeah.
I've never been either, but
in case I ever do.
oh man.
All right, I'm going to talk about politics here, and I know people get offended anytime we bring up anything political. I just think this is ironic and funny. I'm sorry. So if you get offended by any kind of political conversation, I'm not saying one way or the other.
1023xlc.com.
Yeah, this
Now,
one's
can we call
completely on
Jessica
me.
too for this? The salesperson.
Oh,
Jessica.
Jessica.
Oh,
Who's
Jessica.
Jessica?
Jeanette.
Jeanette. Oh, I
yeah.
thought we hired a new person.
Oh, sorry, Jeanette at 1023xlc.com. Okay, sorry.
Well,
go on.
I'm going to put this so it's in recording. Frank, I'm going to talk about politics right now, and I don't want to talk about this in the meeting on Thursday. Yes, I brought this up on purpose because I think it's funny. That being said, Bernie Sanders wrote a book, right?
He did.
And the book is called
Mittens.
Wouldn't that be awesome? It's called It's Okay to Be Angry with Capitalism.
Yes.
Okay.
But then
Because he's a socialist. But now Bernie is doing a tour and Ticketmaster's charging $95 per ticket to go see him talk about the book.
No.
That's called It's Okay to Be Angry About Capitalism.
plus service fees.
Plus service, yeah, $95 a ticket to go see. So Bernie Sanders is going to make millions off a book that says it's okay to be angry
Yes.
about capitalism.
On the capitalist market,
Right.
by the
I
way.
can't with all politicians.
All
by the way.
politicians, I agree.
Yeah,
They
I
do things
can't
and then they
across the board.
completely. It's okay for us to be angry about it.
Yes.
Them, on the other hand, let them enjoy the capitalism because, man, they love it, don't they?
Coming to your town, the live concert event you've been waiting for. It's Bernie Sanders Live.
Wow, what a great looking crowd. I love you all, unlike those fat cats on Wall Street whom I do not love.
For just $95, you can see Bernie's greatest hits.
Everybody deserves free health care. That's the America I want to live in.
It's Bernie Sanders Live.
When I say fair, you say share. Fair, share, fair, share.
Get your tickets now.